Alright, so I'm well stocked on food now. I actually got some fish as well on the way back. As you can see during the fight, there was actually some fish in there, so I did manage to get myself some nice fishies, and they probably taste pretty good. Like I say, it is just sushi. And here we're going to see some little sort of flying things, which sadly I can't show, but they are looking for us, and they will find us. Now these, we can just kick them. There we go. They will give us D-Med, which what's D-Med exactly? I can't exactly fully remember what D-Med is. Let's have a look, shall we? D-Med is digestive medicine. Oh my god, effective for treating stomach aches. So if you eat like really bad food, that's what you have to use. And like antidote, effective against food poisoning. That's for poisonous food, and that's for like you know, digestion and all that stuff. Cold medicine. If you're in the cold for too long, if you're naked, you will get a cold. I mean, there are actually a lot of things in this game which you have to take into consideration. And if you speed through the game, it doesn't really matter too much. But if you you know, go through the game at a steady pace like I'm trying to do, then yeah, that is what's going to happen. You're going to encounter some of these bad things. So let's try the false mango whilst we're here, shall we? Okay, so that's pretty good. So it's a good job I ate it, because there's one on the floor and I want to pick that up. So those fruits give good stamina recovery. So that's the thing. That's the kind of thing you've got to remember when you're playing the game. Is what fruits and what animals give good stamina recovery, because those are the ones you want to start capturing. Like if I see any crabs, I'm probably going to kill them. Now through here is actually some claymores. So get on your belly and get through here, so we don't actually get our asses handed to us. Now what we're going to do is going to collect these ammos, and hopefully one of them is good and we'll get a suppressor maybe. Oh, there's bullets for a gun we don't use, and bullets for a gun we do use, but we're actually full on ammo for once. Well, I suppose that all works out for the best, maybe? Whatever. I actually need a suppressor because I don't have one, which is very bad. Here's a glow cap, which we don't really need. I'm actually going to pull off a really swag move here. I hope I don't mess this up, otherwise I'm going to look like a right tit. Fantastic. Okay, you can mess that up if you go a little bit too far to the left. You'll just drop down the hole and you will die. So yes, we now have to go into the river, which I believe this is the exact river we encounter at a later date. So let's make sure our camouflage is in check, because people are going to see us. And let's make sure... Let's just use that, shall we? You'd think raindrop would work well in this, but I guess not. So this is the best we're going to get, which is pretty terrible. All we've got to do really is avoid the light. As you can see there, just avoid the light. It's actually not going to be very easy. I'm probably going to get caught, aren't I? Okay, whatever. I'm just going to go for it. Bling! Yeah, I'm going to get caught. I'm so dead. It doesn't really matter though. Like I say, I'm not going for perfection, because I've done that many times in the past, and it is kind of hard, I'll say, to go for perfection. Like I say, I can't even speak most of the time. It's kind of difficult to go for perfection every time, but it can be done. Obviously, in any game, you can pretty much finish the game 100% in any game. But like I say, I'm not going for it. I'm just going to have fun, which I already am doing. And I managed to get through that no problem. And like I say, I've been caught once, so, you know, I can't go for a perfect run anyway. Okay guys, well I am deeply sorry. I went up that way, and I meant to go this way. Basically I went in there, initiated the cutscene, took out the guys, and then I realised, oh wait, this is the wrong place. So basically, I've kind of messed up what I wanted to show you, but I wasn't going to do it anyway. I was just going to show you what you can do, so I can still kind of show you, even if I am not able to actually do it, because obviously it requires killing somebody, which I don't want to do. So hopefully we can take out the guards without being caught. That would be fantastic if possible. Okay. Okay, shh. Fantastic. Alright. I'm getting a little bit better with my accuracy. Whenever I seem to go quiet, I seem to have really good accuracy. I don't know what it is about me. Okay, so over here, I thought when I got in the area, I was like, I just took out the guards, and this place seems really, like, this seems wrong. This is not the right place. So hopefully we can actually, come on, get out of there. Get some good stuff in here. And also, there's a weapon. Come on, get out. Usually you just run straight out of it. Hopefully there's a weapon in here, which we can... Oh, I thought I heard someone breathe then. That was interesting. Maybe it was me. Alright, so in here, there we go. Got the suppressor. Oh my god, finally! There's only one suppressor for it, but you know, it's good enough for me. So through here is actually a munitions shed, and got some stuff. Oh, we're full and everything. This weapon right here, we actually have this before. It's the SVD. Get it now. Dragunov sniper rifle. Now what you can do is actually just get the TNT out and blow the munitions shed, so they have cool weapons for the rest of the game. Fantastic. Let's. I wonder if I can do like a really cool thing where I dive in the water as I'm blowing it up. Nope, you can't do that. Okay. Fantastic. Alright, so, like I was saying, now that you've got the SVD, what you can do is you will see the boss known as the End. And the End is a sniper. And he's actually in a wheelchair because he's like ridiculously old. What you can do in that cutscene, you get to see the End, and you can zoom in with your sniper and shoot the End as he's being wheeled away in his wheelchair. Shoot him in the back of the head a couple times, he will die, shout the End, blow up, and his wheelchair will come flying towards you, okay? Which means that you don't actually have to do a boss fight with him. However, you will have to tackle the Ocelot unit, so I wouldn't say it's harder, it's just, pardon me, it's just as annoying. You know what I mean? You gotta, like, you have to fight through, like, I think there's like 5 Ocelot unit per level, or per area, and that means I don't get to do a real boss fight, which means I don't get to show you some cool tricks I know. So, either way, you're going to come into here, and they're probably still going to be tranquilized, because I ran in here, tranquilized them all, and I was like, oh no, good, they're not. Fantastic. I could just pretend it never even happened. Amazing. Even though the End's not here, so we kind of can't pretend that. Oh well. Come on, get to the left a little bit. There we go. Fantastic. Don't see you, mate. Don't see you, mate. Awesome. See, whenever I went to the thing over here, I was like, Keratan? There's not a Keratan in this area. Then I was like, this layout's all wrong. And then I saw a guy go through the door, and I was like, oh, yeah. Well, I've balls this up. Oh well, like I say, I don't go for perfection. I try and be as perfect as possible, but like I say, we're not all perfect. Well, I like to think I am. But no, I'm nowhere near. Not even close. So what's this? NVG, which is night vision goggles. And night vision goggles will help immensely. But thermal goggles actually seem to help a little bit more, because, oh shit, night vision is only really good at night, and that would be exceedingly helpful if we went through the cave with those. So we can actually take out the crocodile cap real quick. There it is. And as you can see, it says here, the weight of our weapons and items, total weight 141 kilograms, well, 14.1 kilograms, which is kind of funny, considering 141.80 is Snake's codec number. Okay, anyway, regardless, that makes no sense. We gotta like take some of these things out we don't really need. Never gonna use those, probably, maybe we'll use binoculars. And we're never gonna use sonar again, and that is that. What weapons aren't we gonna use? We're not gonna use the torch anymore. Might use a stun grenade. The directional mic will come into play soon, but we have to fight another boss before we have to fight the End. So there is that, and actually, I'm going to get my coral snake out, I'm going to throw it on an enemy, and see what happens. Probably something hilarious. So when the End is like here, he's like here getting wheeled into this area, you can shoot him in the back of the head, and kill the guy. I tried to kill it before, didn't I? Smoke grenade full. Okay. I didn't even know I had smoke grenades, that's interesting. I'll have to use some of those later on. So yeah, night vision goggles, put them on, it helps you see at night, but because, yeah, like I say, it's kind of bright out here, it doesn't really help too much. And thermal goggles, which will also collect, I know exactly where they are. Thermal goggles help with a certain boss, which we're about to come up against. He is known as the Fear, and the Fear is a bit queer. He actually is kind of strange. He acts like a spider. As you can see that little, well, as you hear that little this thing, which I didn't even mean to go through. But that is a place we'll be going to quite soon after we meet our good friend in a different area. Okay, so let's take out, actually it doesn't really matter who we take out first. Okay, well it kind of did, because that guy wouldn't have even known. The guy up here somewhere, there he is. And boom! And I put the goggles on somehow. I think that's everyone taken out. There might be one more guy somewhere. Don't quote me. Oh, Keratan up there, look. Hello, Keratan. Awesome. So around here, I should be sure, is actually some night vision, not night vision, thermal goggles. There we go. Thermal goggles, and they will help us with the boss and desert face paint. Which, that could help, because we're about to enter a desert soon. What's up here? Is this some sort of ammo? It's probably a grenade of some kind. Oh, it's a suppressor! We're going to need that, so what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to roll off the top of that, and hopefully land on top of the boxes. Can I roll over these? I hope so. We can. Amazing. Suppressor. That's the thing. We've been craving this entire time, a suppressor and ammo. And now we have an abundance of them. Well, I have 2 suppressors, technically. The one I'm using and the one in spare. Okay, shh, be quiet. I need to make sure there's no more goonies. Okay, no more goonies. And over here somewhere... Ah, don't miss it, Klye. Don't you be a fool and miss it. Christ, down here is a food shed. Of course, open the door carefully for unknown reasons. Noodles. Oh, we're full. No! Oh, shit. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to eat my excess food, because these are some of the best foods in the game. I think they actually give the best stamina recovery, so let's just eat what we can. We'll eat them right. Might as well. You know what? We might as well try the frog. I did collect quite a few of them. Look at that little guy. Look at him. He looks kind of cute. Looks like he's got a little mustache. Okay, let's eat the frog.
Pretty tasty.
Okay, so the frogs are good. Thank God for that, because I caught quite a few of them. We might as well taste the maroon shark as well. That looks kind of cute. Its eyes are really big. It's like an anime fish. Okay, let's taste that. Okay, so what we caught was actually pretty good. I made some good choices. So we're going to burst through here and take all the good stuff though. There are some noodles and some RC mate, which is a calorie mate. And before we leave here, we're going to blow this place up. Come on, there we go. Thank you. We're going to blow the place up so they don't have as much food for next time around. So wait for the door to close. Maximum explosion. Boom! And they have no food. Obviously, at a later date, we'll hear them saying, "Oh, I'm so hungry," or you'll see the weapons in the hands. Right now, I think the weapons haven't really changed much. You know, they're still using AKs, but eventually they'll be using like pistols and stuff. It'll be a little bit harder for them to shoot us if I get caught. If I get caught, when I get caught, you'll be able to tell that yeah, it's not as good as it should be for them, of course. But for me, it'll be much easier. So there's a tip for you: explode their bases and stuff like that. Oh, no, move! Do you see that red thing on the floor? That is a freaking poisonous frog. Which, you know what, I'm going to capture, because we can throw these poisonous frogs on people, and that will be amazing. I'm going to get them in inventory. I know I have a snake in my inventory as well, so I need to get that out as well and throw it on somebody. But over here, though, is a jungle full of traps, okay, and full of poisonous things. So what you can use here, I pick up the thermal goggles, and I didn't even put them in my items. How bad of me. There we go, thermal goggles. This will help us detect where traps are, actually. Believe it or not. As you can see, things are slightly different around like this area. That's a rabbit, I think. Awesome. You can sort of see like the lines of the traps and stuff, and the snake. And there's actually there'll be a loop somewhere. I'm trying to find this loop. And I want to get into it, because the loop actually takes you into a tree, and you have to cut your way out of it. Oh, come on. There we go. Where's this loop? There's ones near trees, usually. No? Oh, there's a loop right there. Okay, let's climb to the loop, shall we? And this also reveals the location of a Karotan, which, oh, and this is not a mandatory call. If it's pink, it's not mandatory. If it's red, then it will happen by itself. Basically, I'm just telling you, Snake, when you're caught in a snare, just tap triangle and you'll cut your way out of it, which I already knew, and I can tell you that much quicker than they can. So, there you go. So now, we are outside the lab. Now, this means we have to get ourselves dressed for the occasion. That means not using the zombie face paint, which I've been using for almost this entire time. I have no idea how that worked out for us, but it did. Okay, so actually, is this the best camo for this area? It is. Alright. There's actually some more snakes around here. I think there's a milk snake around here, actually. So, yeah, be careful. There's a dog around here, and there's some goons. So, I think we can shoot... Wait, is this the right gun? This is the right gun. Okay. There we go. Knock out the dog. Where's the other goon? There he is. And, you know what? Wait, poisonous snakes kill people? Well, that's a redundant question. Is this even poisonous? I know this is poisonous, the frog. Okay, so... what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for this guy to go past. There's a bird in this tree somewhere. I can hear it bleating. What's it tweeting? Oh! Okay. Bleating's for sheep, isn't it? Yeah, tweeting. Okay, we're going to throw this frog at this guy. See what happens. Hopefully I don't miss. If I do miss, I've got a second chance with a snake. Hiya! Bite him, frog! Bite him! Bite the guy! Get him! No? No? We'll try again with the snake.
There's nothing here.
There we go, it's on him! It's on him! Oh no! And it's bit him! And it's poisonous! Ah! I've never done this before. I'm probably going to get a trophy for this. Yay! Snake bit! Woo! And he knifed the bastard! He knifed it! But he's poisoned and he... Oh! I didn't do that though. I didn't kill him. Okay? The snake... Oh! The dog! No! I don't want to kill the dog because it's not very nice. But the dogs come up much quicker from tranquilizers, which isn't very true to life if you have ever had a dog. But, you know, I don't want to kill any animals. It's not nice killing a dog. They didn't choose this life. They was just born into it. So, yeah, you can't really blame them for that. If you touch the thing, this electric fence, Snake will be like, and he'll die. Well, he won't die, but you can die doing that. So be careful of that. You can also actually, going through this side somewhere, there's a little gap there. You can go through the side. However, I like to do something quite funny, so I'm going to do that. Now, fingers crossed, the dog doesn't get up as we walk past. I think I've got a couple seconds. Although, I'm not too confident. Okay, I believe we're okay there. Now what you can do here is, there's actually a door, which, as you can tell, is locked. I mean, obviously, of course it's locked. And then as a kid I was thinking, how the hell am I going to get through here? It's locked. What am I going to need to do? I tried everything. And then eventually, I tried this. Knock knock.
Okay, just a second.
Okay, so a guy comes out, and he will open the door, and no one's there. Oh my god, where did he go? Who knows? Anyway, you run up behind him.
Freeze.
Get him like that. Grab him. Actually, let's try and take his ammo, shall we? Whilst we're here. Don't you dare move, sucker.
No, wait.
And some people won't actually give up their items so easily. Some people are like, you don't have what it takes to shoot me. And I'll be like, oh yeah? Then you pull out a real gun and you shoot him in the knee. Which, we may come across a guy who will be like that soon. So let's just get as much as we can off this guy. I think I can get one more thing off him and then we'll knock him out. Okay. There we go, and that is some sort of medicine. So, let's get him. Hope I don't get bit by a snake. And there we go. Life medication, fantastic.